bit of a rainy track condition, but this is just a wonderful day in a way. Just seeing as I came my way to the announcer's booth, seeing 25 to 50 deep waiting for programs, hundreds if not thousands of people here already today. And this is really, really a family occasion. So many things I want to start off with here just in general before we get to racing. Just about the time and place and moment that we're in today. As I say, it's bittersweet, but Freehold is really about family and home and community. It epitomizes the essence of what family and community is here at Freehold. As my friend and colleague Katie Ike shared with me about all the interviews she did with Freehold horsemen that you see in today's race program, the point that resonated most with everyone is the Freehold Raceway is truly home and family. Wanted to kind of give you just a little bit about my typical day as the Freehold family and just acknowledge so many great people. But I usually start by going to the paddock, give a friendly wave to Paul at security, who does a great job at the paddock. Jimmy Serby is the most likable paddock judge I've ever met, who's in his 70s and does about 180 push-ups a day. He's in great shape, but he's become a true and dear friend. Paul Council of the SBOA, Lenny the blacksmith telling jokes back there, Eladio, who everyone just loves dearly, Robin Carney, our horse identifier, one of the most knowledgeable, enjoyable horse people you could ever possibly meet. But my day only starts there as I get to, and I've gotten over the last year to know so many of the trainers and horsemen. Michael Posner, one of the most knowledgeable, gregarious, passionate horsemen I know. Leo and Angelo Iorden, just salt of the earth, hardworking. Angelo's the horse identifier over at the Meadowlands. Ivan Lopez, who I've known 25 years and has a dedication in today's program, and we're wishing him the best of luck in dealing with what he is going through. Much love to you, Ivan. And then the Urbanskis, John Sr., who I've had great conversations about history, John Jr., who's just effervescent and always smiling, Alexandra, just one of the great racing families here. Just so good to see them every day. The McGees, there's a wonderful article in the program about the McGees, the Wiggins, who were just, husband and wife team that have been here. My friend Brandon Mangiello, who's become so passionate. I guess he's always been passionate. I want to give a shout out to Brielle Roman, somebody that's just genuinely a horse lover who has a great 501c3 charity that trains retired standardbred horses in retirement for new vocations called Trot Standardbreds. I'm actually going to send one of my standardbreds to her. Karen Taft's been so lovely. Ray Baines, who has a page in today's program, talk about gregarious. He's got more stories than you could ever imagine and share. Gentleman Jim King Solomon, Michael Marks, the equine dentist, John Pyatt, such a seasoned horseman and gentleman, Karen Garland, Pauline McDonald, who become friends and passionate horse trainers who I love, people like Dominic Miga. Then I get to chat with some of the drivers, Mark Hirschberger, a rising star in this business, Austin Siegelman, our leading driver. We usually go through the card, have some laughs, and also shout out to Victor Kirby, who's in the car today, and a seasoned driver and veteran, Mo LaFontaine, who's sometimes here, Bob in the car. This is what family and what the essence of Freehold is all about. Then we swing over to the other side of the racetrack when I come over. Karen Fagliarone, a race secretary. Number one, the first woman race secretary in all of New Jersey, but there is no better. She's caring, detailed, hardworking, and honestly, I could say this, she became the sister I never had. Katie Ike, who's the Swiss Army knife here, rising star, and we're hoping one day you're going to be a future race secretary. But you know something, Katie, happy birthday to you today. This will probably be the biggest birthday party you have for quite some time. We're so glad we could share it with you today. So thank you for everything you do. Tom Daly, the charter. My favorite saying with Tom is what could possibly go wrong, but he's a Swiss Army knife and has worn so many hats here. Audrey, who works our winner's circle, who's so warm, outgoing, and brings joy to everybody here. Bill Wyckoff, the man who makes sure everything runs safely and smoothly. Vicky Wright, our photographer, who's so hardworking, kind, and thoughtful. These people have all become dear friends here. And then I make my way towards the 6th floor. Also, I usually pass at that time our general manager, Howard Bruno, the sharpest dressed man in all of South Jersey, Brian Walling, who we're going to have a special words about later, over in the judges booth. Just a warm, funny, enjoyable, dedicated man, so knowledgeable. Mickey Peterson, who I could call a true friend, who is a model of integrity. Steve Pagano, warm, friendly, affable, joking. Mike Sorrentino, Jennifer Ike, who helps out in the booth, warm, friendly, likable. Again, this is what Freehold has been for over 170 years. And finally, I make my way over to the booth to meet up with my team. Corky, Paul, affectionately known as Corky, one of the most talented control room leaders in the business, a genuine, caring, friendly, passionate man who's honestly become a friend. Darren DeBarry, passionate, warm, funny, movie buff, a man I could call my brother now. Mike Tamage, hardworking, dedicated, another one of my brothers who makes my job and my days here so enjoyable. Muffin Petrin, the first lady of Freehold. Where are you? I could see you from here, Muffin, who just she was the first person who greeted me here at Freehold when I was lost and couldn't even find the office. And she walked me in with that smile and just a warmth that is just so obvious the second you meet her. She's so knowledgeable but cares about just about everyone. My good friend Zach Nelson, who always has a smile, is hardworking, willing to learn, and is a future star in this business. Joe Romanelli, who's become my younger brother in the racing booth, who's honestly the future of horse racing announcing. I shout out all these people to you all, everybody, because today is about family. Today is about friends. Today is about home. So shout out to everybody. If I forgot somebody, it's not out of intent. It's an overwhelming day for us all, but much love to be part of the Freehold family. And also, most of all, the family includes all the fans, whether you're here today watching simulcast facilities on your computers and everything. This is just a very, very bittersweet but special day, and I'm so glad you could be with all of us.